We are back talking about people to be aware of, part 2 of the personalities, the characters that you should be aware of as you enter into relationship, or even if you're already in a relationship. These type of personalities you should definitely be aware of. So let's get in it. I want to keep going so we can help you understand the type of relationships that you should make sure that you understand so that you can have greater connection with the people that you bring into your life and the people that you want to love on your journey to have a successful relationship. Okay, so welcome you with Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me again. Thank you to continue to subscribe. Go right down in the description down there. See what I have to offer to help you on your journey of love. Make sure you continue to click that notification bell if this is your first time seeing the Love Doctor, so that I can help you on your journey to finding successful and great relationship and understanding how to find love, get love, and just enhance the love you already have. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Let's get right into this. Now, the next one that I'm talking about that you have to be aware of is a person that is a manipulator. As I've talked on the previous talk, I'm going to go more in detail on these type of characters that I'm talking to you about now. Right now, I'm giving you my top 10 right now. Part 1 was 5, and this is the next top 5 that are people you can be in a relationship with, but you have to be aware of their personality. You have to be aware how they are. You have to be aware of how they treat you. You have to be aware of this particular person, okay? Now, let's talk about the manipulator. Most people are manipulators, okay? And it's all about control. You'll find and learn that the character of that person is to control and be dominant, right? But the ones who are just overly manipulators are the ones that take you on a guilt trip, gaslight you if you're too sensitive, right? They play with your mind and your emotions. So here's what you have to watch for manipulators, because you can't, the masters can't manipulate me. I was taught by my mother, by the greatest, how not to be manipulated. You can be easily manipulated. So I'm going to tell you what you have to watch for. You have to watch for somebody constantly that constantly trying to bring emotional words into your mindset by claiming a reason that they were going to do something if you had did this. Okay, and I'll try to explain in a story when I go in detail of a manipulator. But you feel obligated and indebted without knowing why. You'll do stuff for a manipulator because they make you feel like all of a sudden you just did something that you're like, why did I just do that? Because it was the way they worded and they created the problem between you and you supported it. And you didn't realize what just took place because it's the way they worded it that you get caught up in it, that you didn't realize you were manipulated into doing it. So you have to learn how people manipulate. Let me see if I can give you an example. So let's say, I'm gonna give you a quick example of a manipulator. So let's say someone calls you and you don't answer the phone. When you don't answer the phone, a manipulator will text you and say, I was trying to reach you because I was going to da-da-da-da-da. Got it? So they're trying to manipulate you into doing something that you at the present time was unable to do. Because if you were able to answer the phone, what would you have done? Answer the phone. So now they're trying to get you to stop doing whatever you're doing by using manipulating tactics to get you to call them back. Are you with me? That's manipulation. And sometimes you do it not realizing they're manipulating you. And then sometimes you get so caught up in it because you keep doing it. And the next thing you know, you done did it so much. They control. They know they can control you by doing that because you done fell into the game. And then when you look back at it, you realize they're manipulating you. But here's the thing I'll tell you about a manipulator. When the manipulator realize they can't manipulate you, oh, things change. And that's why I'm going to go one-on-one and give you more information about how to deal with these characteristics that I'm telling you right now. Okay? The next one is pessimist. That's what I would say. So they're usually a victim based on they're the victim of life. That's how I would say. It's life, the universe, everyone is against them. They see problems. They're not possible. They think everything is just against them. They drain your hope, your energy, your positivity of having a solution. They have no solution to offer because they're going to take away anything that you say that can resolve it. But here's what you have to watch for. Yes, but to every suggestion. Yes, but. When they say yes, but, here comes this some bull. You got me? They get ready to come up with something that don't make sense. You got me? They're gonna constantly complain with no action. Just constant complain, not gonna do nothing about it. And you feel like you're just being drained of your energy. So you just have to watch that because it's so quick to get caught up in a person who complains and about life. And you get caught up in their conversations. And so you got to learn to just, you got to roll it off. You got to here we go. Here we go. But again, we'll go more into detail. The next one is a person that's not accountable. They dodge accountability. I'll say they dodge accountability. That's how I'm going to say that. They dodge accountability and they're never going to accept fault. And I mean, they genuinely never accept fault. And this is, and I'm talking about this because I, had people around me that are that way. And they always claim that the mistakes that are always due to something. It's not their fault. They'll stress you, their behavior. They always claim misunderstanding as bad luck. It's always something. And then they quick to turn around and say, I'm sorry. That, I'm sorry you feel that way about what I did or how I acted. It's just, they not taking accountability. They just saying they sorry for it happening. Here's what you have to watch for. You have to defend. Their defensive is on a higher level. So they have a history of conflict with everyone. Don't think it's just you. They have conflict with everyone about everything. It'd be their friends, their parents, their exes, their bosses. The issues are never solved because, again, it's not their fault for what has happened. You got me? And so they're just not going to feel anything because they don't feel they're being heard. So you're just going to keep going through trying to help them through something that you can't help them with because the issue is nothing that you can solve because this is something that they caused. You understand? So you're trying to take accountability of something that they did. Why? It's difficult to resolve anything about somebody who don't want to be accountable. Because that's a self situation. And you are not able to help that kind of person. And I mean real talk, okay? So you just have to move on from that person. Another person I'm going to talk about, I'm probably do a couple of more because I said I was going to do 10, right? I did 5 and then be 5. This one is an emotional deserted person, a person who is closed off. And the reason I'm saying you have to be aware of it because they have emotional absence within the friendship relationship. They have their walls up high, and they mistake facts for sharing feelings. Like I'm stressed or I feel overwhelmed. I'm scared. You know, things like that. They emotionally will desert anybody. They'll just close right off. And so here's what you have to watch for. You have to watch for their unresponsive during emotional moments. When they're not responsive, just move on. They'll change topic from feelings to trying to be logical. They will make you feel profound, lonely in what you're trying to do while you're with them. Okay, and usually they is usually just chaos for nothing. So just be mindful of a person that deserts you and be closed off. It's just this. I don't even know if do I have any friends like that? I don't even know if I want any friends like that. Because I like to have conversation, intellectual conversation. So I don't want a closed out person that come into my life because I want to talk about what's going on around the world and what's happening. So just, you know, if that's what you like, then find somebody that you don't mind not, really having a conversation with. Yeah. The other one is, and this is the last one, and I'm gonna go on and end it. This type of person, I would say, it's almost like a person who is don't have much interest. So I'm trying to find the word that I would call this person. This is a person that have personality, lack of personalities. Okay, so when you get someone that has a lack of personality, don't have much interest, and they don't have interest in doing things. They don't have interest in opinions. They just don't have interest in anything because their personality is so cut off. There's no core of self. There's they don't have that much about themselves. I guess that's what it is. They don't have like strong passion or beliefs or identity of just themselves. You see where I'm going? How you watch this is that people who are cut off from other people, they have no hobbies. They have very few deep friendships. And eventually they just feel like you're dating someone who don't connect with others. And they just want to only connect with you. So there's nothing core around them that you can enjoy. Okay? So you have to kind of watch that because it's like you're dating someone who's not, feels like they're not happy because they don't have anyone else. Their reflection is of you. You got me? And so you have to kind of really, really, really pay attention to that because that person really need inner help of self because they don't want deep relationships with anyone but that one person they desire. And it's good to have friends. It's good to have others around sometime. But when you have a person like it that just don't want to have anybody around, they have an issue with themselves, a true self. They don't, something about self is lacking. You understand? Or it's hard for them to connect to other people. So just be mindful of that, okay? So what I'm going to do I wanted to, again, I'll go over the 5. And let me correct that, you know, making sure that you understand. Uh, I'll put it in the description so that you'll know the type of people I'm talking about. So if you need to revisit when I do the one-on-one, you'll understand those I'm talking about. So just check the description below of what these type of personalities I'm talking about. So I hope this information that I gave you, and what I'll do when I come back and on some other talks, I'm going to make sure I deep dive into each personality and give you an explanation about each one, what causes it, possibly I'll give you a solution to it if I'm able, ways that, you know, to avoid anything that's gonna, in that talk, we're gonna make sure I do what I'm capable of helping you understand, okay? So thank you for joining the Love Doctor. I will be back with another talk as I help you through this journey of love. Thank you for joining me, and we'll be back again talking about what? Love, love, love.